Hey everybody, so in today's video I am going to talk to you guys about my rental process for my home that I live in, and I don't know, all my thoughts behind that. So today's video is actually inspired by Share My Life. Check out her YouTube channel. She's another financial vlogger who talks about her journey of becoming financially free and, you know, the ups and downs and everything that goes along with that. And she had asked me this question about, can I talk about my rental process? Oh yeah, and so before we get into this video too deep, y'all don't forget to thumbs up. Go ahead and thumbs up now. It don't even matter if you like it or don't like it. Just hit thumbs up before you forget, because you're probably gonna like it, so just do it. And if you want to subscribe, you can go ahead and subscribe right now as well while we still here together. And let's get on with the video. So here it goes. Now, oh okay, and y'all gonna have to excuse how I look or whatever. Actually, I kind of always look like this, but let's pretend. Y'all gonna have to excuse it because I just got back from my hour-and-a-half yoga class, because I am sick of huffing and puffing around this world with you guys. You know, climbing a flight of steps and I can't breathe, walking up a hill and I can't breathe, thinking I can climb a mountain, but I can't breathe. So it's time to get it together again. Now, let's talk about this. My rental process is a little unconventional. So the reason why I rent out my rooms is because when I first moved into this current home in 2009, it was always the intention. But I had put that out there. I was like, I want to rent out rooms. Why? Because this is a 5-bedroom home and it's just me and my son. And at the time, obviously, it was just me and my son. And I did not need 3 extra empty bedrooms. The program that I do is not even really a program anymore. I really just intern. I just rent out to interns who intern for my company. So the bottom line is, like, if you don't work for my company or whatever, this program is not going to work for you. And I'm just answering that because I know that I'll probably start getting questions like, oh, tell me this, tell me the program so that I could try it too. Or I know somebody in that area who could possibly do it. But no, this is really internal to my company. And by this point, I don't necessarily look for renters anymore because it's word of mouth. A lot of the interns go back to their schools or whatever, and then they have other friends that are coming in this area and they reach out to me or they give me contact information. Hence, I had said in my budget wins and budget fails video that I had sent out 11 emails, and that's because they're like follow-up emails. They're lead emails. They're emails when they say, oh hey, here's some people who may possibly be looking for something this summer, and they send me an email address, and I will go ahead and I send an email out to them. This email just basically is a general introduction. Hey, hi, who? This is me. I got your information from X, Y, and Z. And I heard that you may possibly be looking for housing this summer. And if so, here's my home for consideration. It is this many bedrooms, or this is how many bedrooms I have available out of this many bedrooms. It's a shared bathroom. You have access to all of the common areas. And rent is this. The neighborhood is that. Let me know if you have any questions or if you would like to see pictures. They will respond if they're interested or not interested, and they may request videos or ask some other questions. I then follow up with, did I say videos? They may ask for pictures and ask some other questions. I then follow up with pictures and I answer their questions, and I let them know that it is a first come, first serve basis. So if they are interested, what secures their room is if they send me their first month's rent of $750 plus an application with basic general information. And that is it. Once I receive that back, the room is theirs. The money is not refunded if they change their mind. Actually, I've never had anybody change their mind. But if they did, that's why I do it. Because the summer is so busy that the rooms go quick that I can't play. I can't play by having somebody say, yes, I want the room, and then change their mind. And by then, I churned away several other people. Yeah, so I decided to go that route, to just only rent to student interns. And I say that specifically because best believe that I've always had people that were like, you know, real actual adults who wanted to rent out bedrooms, but I don't rent out bedrooms to adults. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in long-term rentals for a lot of reasons. Actually, not a lot of reasons, a few colorful reasons. This is my theory. And my theory, if you're a student intern, what this means is that either you're used to living at home with your parents or you're used to living in a dorm. So that meant that living here and living under my rules was going to be an easy transition for you. Now, if you're an adult that's used to living on your own and you grown and you ain't got no rules, you ain't trying to listen to another adult's rules, and that just wasn't going to work for me in my home. The other reason why I wasn't interested in adults or long-time rentals is because, believe it or not, I really do like my space. Even though I rent my space out a lot, I like that student interns are only here from 3 to 6 months at a time, and then they rotate. So in my house, it's very simple because this is the thing. If you're going to rent out rooms in your space, you have to be super flexible. You have to let it go. You have to not be in love with your stuff. You have to not be in love with how clean it is, how nice it is. You have to be willing or accepting of the fact that things may break, your stuff may get messed up, things will not be as clean as you will like. Let it go. The way I look at that, I'm like, you know what? $750 a month, I can deal with this. $750 a month, I can wipe off this countertop. $750 a month, I can buy a new X, Y, and Z. It's just not that deep, right? So everything in my house is pretty much available. Let me show you guys. In my house. Now let me tell you, this right here, this is a futon I had to put in here real quick because I did end up having to rent out this little study area one time because all my rooms were filled. But somebody came who had stayed with me before and they was like, yo, I can sleep in here. And that's what happened. So I did have like 4 tenants at one point. And this room here, I rent out for like $450 a month. So this goes for $450, but I never tried to rent it out. It's never my intention to rent it out, but that's just what it is if I happen to rent it out. So this is the printer. It's a Wi-Fi printer. So everybody has access to that, of course. There's the half bathroom there. And this is the pool table situation. Everybody has access to play here. And then everybody has access to this living room, of course, and this TV. Now, this TV does not have cable because we don't have cable in the house. And I found that over the years, I've been doing this for 6 years. Over the years, people rarely used or watched cable. They will always stream. So we have Apple TV, which they're free to use, or they're free to set up their own streaming devices. And we did not clean, so this house is not clean. The cleaner actually comes on Monday. We have a bi-weekly cleaning service that is included. And if the tenants want their bedrooms clean, the rule is to just leave their door open. If their door is closed, nobody will go into their personal space and it will not be clean. All right, so in here, in this dirty old kitchen, what happens is everybody gets their own shelf. So one of these shelves will belong to a tenant. In the refrigerator, in the freezer, the rule is to write your initials on your food. Everybody has access to all the kitchen supplies. And they also have access to this pantry right here where all of the spices and condiments are, because spices and condiments are super expensive. And I feel like if you're only here for a couple of months, you don't necessarily have to buy your own. But I'm not going to buy anything for you either. Like, you don't get to make a request. But if there's something down here that you want to use, you're free to use that. They don't have access to this back deck out here. This area, this back deck, and my hot tub is off limits. So they don't have access to that. Like, I do not want to come home. Like, even my son, he's not allowed in my hot tub either. Whoa. So I never expect to come home and find people just chilling up in my hot tub. Oh, and as you can see, my door, it has the numbers. So they get their own code, and that's how they get into the house. And instead of my porch, my back deck, they're allowed to be out here on the front porch or this upper balcony. 2 of the bedrooms have access to this upper balcony. Up here on the second floor, here's the washer and dryer. Renters are responsible for their own laundry supplies. The 3 rooms share a bathroom where they are responsible for cleaning up after themselves. And again, the cleaner comes in bi-weekly where she will clean it. Now, I rent out the 3 bedrooms. This room here is already occupied. And so this is one of the bedrooms. This is the smallest of the bedrooms. And again, that's why the rooms are first come, first serve, because you get your pick of whatever available rooms are available as soon as you make a decision. Or as soon as the tenant makes a decision. In this room, we have this little simple desk area. 2 drawer system, and there is a TV in there. And a closet where I do provide hangers. I provide your linens. Each room has its own set of sheets and things like that. Your pillows, extra blankets. And this one actually has a very substantial futon. This thing is substantial. And this room is off of the balcony access. And it's the same situation in here. Hangers and stuff are provided, as well as your linen and towels, and all of that's provided. And this table has love written on it in all these different languages. So all of my room have a desk in it like this, so that, you know, you can do your homework, you can set up your computer system and just really do what you need to do. Because I believe in writing, and I believe in, you know, creating, and I always need spaces to create, so I added those into the bedrooms as I could. My rules: when you move in, you get this little sheet, and it's the tips and tricks to surviving your stay. So here are my rules, and they're simple rules. They look like a lot. Look, when you look at that, it's like, what? All these rules. And those are my rules. On the back of the sheet are a checkout process. So right before a tenant comes in, I do inventory and I see what may need to be purchased. Like, for instance, when the tenant who occupies this room moves in, what needs to be done is I need to replace this chair. I don't know. Chairs have a hard time living and surviving around here. So this chair down there, see that wheel? The wheel came off and there's no way to fix it. So I just really need to invest in a new chair. For this room here, believe it or not, I need to buy a new doorknob. So I need to buy a new doorknob for this room for it to be ready. This doorknob was actually the doorknob that was on my door. My son actually locked himself out of my bedroom one day and we had to bust the door down. So I have a janky door set up here. Look at that jankiness. So I took the door off of that door and put it here, and yeah. And so that is it, y'all. That is my process to renting out the rooms in my house, and the way it goes. I've been doing this for 6 years, never had any issues, never ran into any problems or any crazy stories. And that's all I have for you. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And don't forget to press thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're so inclined. And leave a comment if you have any questions, or if you just want to say anything, or if you want to just be like, hey girl, hey, do that. I'm here for you. And I will talk to you in the next video. Peace, y'all.